Alright, so here is the objective today, ladies and gentlemen. First off, hi! How are you all doing? Wee Woo here. I had a very busy week IRL between college work and pretty much college work, just projects and exams back to back, Monday through Thursday. It was absolute hell. To the point I broke every rule I personally run when studying for exams, just so I could at least get C's, because some of these classes' exams are bullshit. But, digressing, today we are going to conclude the TFA campaign. I have already given them the brief. They all know what they're supposed to do, but to put everything in plain English for you guys, they're going to be hunting this AO. So, laptop they picked up in last AO from up here states that there is something of importance in the town of Niffy. Niffy has two pieces of intel, one that'll lead them to Stravo's actual location, and one that'll lead them to an AA position around here. From there, the goose chase begins as soon as first contact starts. Stravo will have a 2-position point lead, and he will keep making moves as I, process where everything's going. I'm going to play it balanced, but it's going to be a lot more of a extended goose chase, I would say, compared to the AO from up here 2 weeks ago. I won't be pulling punches. I will be genuinely trying to get him out of the AO, and I've got quite a few different ways that I could accomplish that. So I've told them intel is going to be by guys that have a beret. It's a black beret, and the intel is going to be pretty close to them. Intel's all been tested by these guys via RC to make sure they can be picked up, because I don't want the players to be stalled on any parts. As the PvP idea went out the window when we got derailed in the last 3 missions when Financial Guy got away, because yesterday, or last week's mission was supposed to have them destroying a NATO submarine, which would trigger the PvP today, but yeah. The NATO submarine isn't even known about, even though I had it up there in the 2-week ago mission. Mox said he might have seen it, but yeah, there's no ability for me to have PvP. Next campaign, though, starting next week, will have some PvP elementation, though, so. And it'll be a lot more direct. But basically, once shit hits the fan, I'm going to have Buddy here bolt, and I'll be putting down intel as things erupt. So I'm just kind of backtracking all my positions here. I'm going to go ahead and mute my phone. Oh, man. Don't you hate it when your phone just randomly factory resets because you sat on it funny? I didn't even know that was possible, but fuck me, I guess. Let's see what I want to do here. Yeah. So I already have all my AA positions marked up. I've got intel on... I'll provide intel on that mortar position depending on where they go.
How much room does the marshal have left in it?
One compact.
But let's see. AAF. Where's my tonk? That's another thing I have stashed away. So, I've told them they can either go in gun-ho and maybe find them and just clear out what surprises I have at the AO, or
We're taking the marshal. If not,
What?
probably should.
they can try to do it logically.
Probably don't have to.
Now, for the sake of frame, since we do have, like, I think only 54 people, 52 are on the server, so we're missing about 8. I still don't want to have every single thing in that area spawned in, because otherwise it's going to be hectic. NATO, this is hi, do you copy? It would help if my radio didn't reset when I went into an arsenal earlier. NATO, this is hi, do you copy?
NATO, yeah.
A firm, just confirming checks. AF, ground, this is hi, do you copy? Well, that's gonna be fucking awkward. NATO, you got a spare pilot upstairs. Actually, 2 people in Friday Ops channel if you want to take them, but if AAF doesn't want to be on comms, then I can't tell them anything. Over.
This is Squad 3 of AAF. It seems that ground command for AAF is put into a different frequency for just us. I don't think he can hear you at this moment.
Well, like I said earlier with them, they need to be on 50 so they can communicate with me and each other so we don't have any crossfire incidents. Over.
Solid. Let me go talk to him.
Anyway. Do you have people for NATO?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of... Yep, there's 2 up in Friday Ops channel. First come, first serve. If AAF doesn't want to be on net.
Well, I think NATO can use some more pilots. Can be air mobile, whatever.
Yep, well, just jump up team so you can talk to them. Sort them how you want.
Yeah.
What's up, Liru? Sorry.
Don't worry about it. I'll let you know if there's more spare people.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was juggling nets trying to set it up.
All good.
Alright.
No, he's not. Stavro's not going on a goat. I am kind of happy this campaign's going, because the comparative CSET op we did compared to the rest of the campaign, the tactics that were done in that CSET op were so much better than juggling 2 task forces. I'll admit the concept of 2 task forces was really cool to see in this campaign, but you can't do that on a public server or a server with I would say even a casual community. You can't really do it. You felt it was imbalanced? I thought it was perfect because what ended up happening was they would dunk on each other at times, and I did bring up the heat. But at the same time, it was just miscommunication. But as you also have to consider, this is a Friday op. You're meant to be able to steamroll everything fairly easily, but to actually get the full thing done takes some tactics, which is why the whole campaign got derailed, because the bar was set so low that I was literally able to walk a guy 5 clicks out of an AO and no one even noticed. So I don't know if just making it easier makes people turn their brains off. I don't know, but I guess with the next campaign, since it'll be superpower on superpower, it'll be a bit tougher. Especially with the PvP element I'm cooking in. Yes, as tanks versus SPG trucks. That's how insurgency versus superpower works. I don't know if you noticed that. But I had limited resources throughout this entire campaign. And I'm going to keep said limited resources, because when I make a campaign and a concept, I like to stick with it till the end. See how people do. But anyway, I'm calling Index in an hour 45. They have till then to find Stravo. I always call him Stravo, the R before the V, it's Stavro, but I'll keep butchering his name. Yeah, the CSAT intermission op was pretty nice. It was a breath of fresh air to what we originally did on these days. I'm thinking after the Malden campaign, we're gonna probably go to Tanoa
Hey, Nate, are you guys ready to roll
and
out?
just do a simplistic operation with CSAT.
Good to go.
Understood.
Just some CSAT jungle
I'm gonna start
warfare
rolling out
versus
now on our approach
a
to the
local
north.
defense force. Which I'll make out of woodland stuff. So what am I going with moving forward? So next campaign that starts is going to basically be Arma Cold War Assault. I'm in this menu, by the way, to watch them actually carry over. But next campaign's going to be Arma Cold War Assault. Inspired, not really themed, because I'm making it 2035.
Alright, Nate, it'll be advised AF's on their way to you.
But it's going to basically be Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot But every week I'm going to randomly select, and then a bunch of pilots as well. There's not going to be any ground assets. It's going to be purely airborne, and then maybe later down the line I'll add some vehicle crews. But basically, 2 of the pilots will be randomly selected to be on the NATO side, and a squad from Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Foxtrot will be selected to be NATO, and they'll have their own custom objective to do in the course of the entire AO. So it'll be interesting. Now, of course, they won't be forced to go on that side. They'll be asked if they want to, because they're going to probably get dicked on a lot, not going to lie. That's fair, that's fair. I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to take some of my ops to. But at the same time, it's also judging what TSB can handle. So I'm probing a few things for the next, I want to say, 2 weeks. But I'm not expecting much, to be 110% honest. Looks like AAF is moving ground-wise. You know, it's also been 4 weeks and I still haven't been able to recreate the fact that some of the pilots, for whatever reason, can't use the tow script. Everyone I brought on the server in private has been able to do it.
Radio check.
Oh, just something weird I gotta look into. Last call sign, good check. But regardless, NATO has a bird in the air. So they're doing a fly over the AAF. We also had some people DM me in this op saying if there's PvP, and I told them no. So, if there's any intentional PvP, I will be issuing some bans. Looks like NATO's going to do a... Yep, load everyone in that Chinook and hopefully tow that vehicle. Dude right there.
Radio check.
Check, last call sign.
Alright, thank you.
See, they should still be able to tow that with people, because I've done that before, so I just... I don't get it. It's just flying high in the AO.
So, let's give him a
They just... Bye! Have a good time! That's why you don't put satchel charges down next to your chopper. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'd say the mission's just started now. They're getting in the AO. Nothing's aggroed right now. Everyone's kind of laying low. I've got most of my positions hidden with internal garrisons, but some of this stuff on thermal should be pretty easy to spot. Got a few other guys, some Vics. Yeah, clearly I've got, you know, some areas where there's obvious contact. So I only have 3 positions of AA, and numbers 2 and 3 don't activate until number 1 gets bombed. But after that, they've got full air control, but so they're basically in a line like right here, but they're really just overwatching the bay, so if I can extract them by submarine, I'll be able to get away with that.
NATO ground.
Just gonna put 2 guys in here. That's another fallback point.
NATO to AF.
Send traffic.
Copy NATO. We're currently on our way in. We're gonna land near the west side of AO. We currently have 1 A-10 in the air if you need support. Could I ask what you have up?
We have 1X Hellcat at the time, I believe. Let me check with my JTAC.
AAF mob.
Copy that, AF.
Yeah,
NATO
they
will
fielded in
also
the
have 1
tank.
Marshal at the time.
And 3 trucks.
Understood. At this time, we only have the 1X Hellcat.
They mark that as an AT position. No, he wouldn't have seen me marking that, I think. Yeah, no, he mismarked that compound. That's an AA position. But, you know, metagame-wise, I'm not gonna, you know, look at markers on the map and say, okay, I shouldn't send him here. It's literally gonna be there, and then based off of where contact's coming from, we can assume they'll have air cover. I'm still gonna send him in the most logical direction away from everything. But based off of how this is looking from a northern attack, we're probably going to send them down south. We'll see that they have planes in the air, so we won't try the submarine extract. Instead, we'll try to get them to Chalkia and have them extract on foot south. Now, of course, I'm not going to use that plan. That's me with metagame knowledge right here, knowing they're coming from the north. But I'm saying, if there's a northern attack, we're going to assume, because NATO almost always brings, they field the A-10 in, or some form of attack helicopter. And then AAF usually field jets as well, even though I don't think they're fielding any today specifically. You know, if they hit north, we'll obviously try to flee south. And there's a few different positions I can try to use. Like, I got Civivics right here I can use to have them fall back from. I've got some quad bikes and civilian stashed Vics that I do know about. So we'll see what we want to go with. Looks like they marked that Gorgon. I've got 3 Gorgons in the AO. 1 Kuma that's currently unmanned. But Gorgon 1, 2, and 3 are on standby, and we're approaching the 25-minute mark. Now, if contact starts up here, Stravo's going to bolt. It's going to be a bit quicker to the draw. But like I said, they could literally charge in. And it looks like we just had some gunfire get exchanged.
NATO, this is AAF. We're entering the AO now.
Copy here, NATO. We are on the ground and starting to moving towards Nifi.
Understood.
I'm not your babysitter. I watched that entire thing. They could have just re-landed and picked them up. Would have taken literally 20 more seconds. I don't like giving these guys any more room to work with because they give them a, what is it? Give them a meter, they try to take a mile. I believe that's how that phrase goes. And it's just a matter of, okay, he got ejected, then land... Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's the inch or the mile there. That's definitely something. But I don't know what specifically. So, cool. Very cool. I've got nothing. So AAF. So actually, here's what's really interesting about this. If they timed this so NATO hit that, and AAF were right there, and then they immediately found the intel, they could tell the AAF to immediately push to his pause, and they could get a bit of a quicker start. But they're going to basically come into here and end up being closer.
AF to high.
Yeah, send traffic.
What's the rules on collateral damage to buildings and stuff?
Only if they're enemy garrisoned. Over.
Understood. Hey, hi, can you, do me a favor?
What would that be?
There's a guy named Night Column at base. He's Alpha Squad leader. You can teleport him to KLM. He DC'd.
That I can do.
Thank you.
See, if it's for a technical reason, I don't mind at all. What's his name? Night Calum? Gigolo? Night Calm. Seems somewhat familiar. HIJKLMN. There he is. And they just conducted an airstrike on that Gorgon. So, it begins. So this Gorgon is now firing at that Hellcat, making him wave off. So lore-wise, this plays out well, because the obvious pull-out to the north isn't going to be viable, and it's going to force Stravo to come in closer to the AO. Or deeper, I guess, would be a better term. Giggity. Regardless, I don't have any open engagements yet, so I can't send any techies. But we're about to have one up here. So yeah, AAF is in about 1 kilometer from his position. Hellcat coming in right on the vector where that Gorgon is. Gotta be careful, because you fly in a straight line. Looks like it just did a rocket run on that technical. But yeah, that's within breathing room of Strav, so I'm gonna have him... We're gonna start moving him out immediately. We're gonna bring him over to that position. When he gets there, I will take a minute or two. We'll assess on the map where I'm getting reports from and act from there. So Falcon waving off, trying to flare. Only taking, actually might be getting locked on from the rear AA position, but it's hard to tell.
This is Charlie Squad lead back on net.
So I'm gonna have these guys pulled over here.
Copy that, Charlie. I assume you should be on 5-1. 850.
There he goes. I mean, airstrike, literally, you look out the window and something blows up. I think that would be a good time to maneuver your HVI of the entire AO out of the danger area, you think? So he's flying right over. A lone guy running off on his own might be a bit suspicious. But now we're going to start calling in units from outside the AO to start coming in. So this is how I'll be fielding my QRF. So we're probably, by now... Yeah, we've got reports of this gunfight happening, so going to those civilian Vics might not be the best idea. So I will probably field him to this position. I'm going to garrison these AI, or ungarrison, excuse me. And I'm going to send them up there to report that that position is clear. And there's the A-10 being heard, so we do know that's in the AO now. I have my AA defense. It's just far, but again, there to hold off on the submarine. So knowing that that's there, instead of assuming, now we know that to get him to the sub would probably be a bad idea, but we're going to bring in a CTRG guy, nonetheless, with a boat. No, actually, I don't need to put him down here. I'm going to make it a CSAT one, too. Set him to careless hold fire. Bringing it up to that position, because even though this is mislabeled, I'm still going to use it, because this could be a possible escape vector. Because Miller wants him alive, so we can continue on with this to the East Wind campaign. Scorgan, I'm going to try to recache into that dirt, into those, what are they called? Elephant grass, my god. He's almost at the main area, still looking for markers.
NATO to AF.
Send the traffic.
Short question. What's your airnet?
1 second.
And we'll keep him there for a few minutes as he tries to call in and see where things are. I'm also gonna have a group drive in from the south, so FIA cars. We're going to have a truck loaded with dudes.
This is AAF. It is 555 NATO.
55.5.
That is correct.
Bring them over to try to shoot at these guys over here. Looks like JTAC was hit, but he's back up, actually. So yeah, this guy I'm actually going to have run south over to this supply cache. Possible mortar. They are totally mismarking this AA position, so if they go in to try to do a gun run on it... I've got a lot of AA.
He didn't. We'll figure it out.
A firms. Have your air asset. Pick him up then.
Yeah, he's just C0. Forgot to tell him.
It's okay.
This is AAF to NATO.
Go for NATO.
This time we presume the town of Kalachori to be clear. We're moving towards the power station to our southwest that is marked with techies and squad to clear that.
Copy that.
So I'm gonna wait until we make a decision. We're going to go for the boat option. Because by default, that's what I want to go for. I haven't seen any harassment back here to prove me otherwise, but I will move him to this location. So that's... Okay. So let me start piecing that intel together. God damn it, I have such a scatterbrain. Okay. Let's see. They have NATO and AF troops and are gonna set up a sub-extract. Stage at if cap still stays strong, try something else. It's good enough, don't you think? And, you know, officer dude. Have that intel right there, but he's gonna... Get over here. You're reading your plan. Let me just RC him real quick, make sure that's pick upable, and then that, I think, tells them more about the submarine. Or weapons cache, I forget one of the two. This guy's coming to breach that building. He's still alive. So Falcon looks like he was shot down. Iceberg coming in to do a gun run on that vehicle. I'm gonna pull that squad back. Let's see if I can get a lock. Perfect. Two rockets away. Missiles, excuse me. Oh, double hit! Go for the triple! Oh, he is knocked out of the sky. There goes another one. He's dropping. Yep, looks like he waved those two off, but he is losing control. Yep, that's a... Ooh, nope, he's down. 1 AA position, baby. So Iceberg punched out.
AAF to NATO.
Go for NATO.
Be advised, we've got eyes on infantry fleeing towards our southwest. We're going to check them out now in case they may be our man of the bray.
Copy. Keep in mind, this should act...
So they just found the intel about the AA position that just shot Iceberg down.
Yep, we are aware.
Check
I've told my
building.
colleagues to make sure.
And then, so there's one piece of intel up there, another piece right there. One of them says the AA position, the other one talks about Stravo's original position. Iceberg, we are totally gonna try to hunt him down. TP to Nightwolf, internet killed himself, blah, blah, blah. So we have Calum right here. He's part of this group, so player, teleport, Calum. HIJ Calum, cool. Now, I believe Falcon is glitched in the pilot seat, so I'm going to quickly give him a kick. Just so he can relog instead of Alt F4 from his game. I have a script that undoes that, but it doesn't always work.
Hey, Nate.
Yep.
Be advised, my air just got taken out by a 50 cal to the south, so if you could either nuke that for me, that'd be wonderful. Have your air nuke that.
Come again, AF.
Be advised, my air asset is down due to AA fire coming from the south. So we do not have a friendly Hellcat anymore.
Hearing something else fire off. Get in the tank. Let's see if they can make it up there, you know? Iceberg, he was eliminated. Bear dropped right next to hostile forces. Strav, I think at this point it is a good time to move you to the next location. One of them was written in German. The rest of these guys are gonna push around over here. Alright, you guys need to haul ass to that tank. That's not hauling ass. That is far from hauling from ass. Now is not the time to walk. Come on. Casually walking to their tank as the gunshots begin. Okay, well, I was hoping for a little more urgency. There you go. There's your urgency. Alright, they're getting there. Okay. There we go. See, they figured it out.
NATO, or AF to NATO.
Go for NATO.
What's the safe house marker?
We found some intel that's hinting towards that location.
Alright, they're gonna confirm he's dead, so I'm going
Understood.
to...
My tank is near there. I'll have them start pushing there, and I'll dispatch one of my squads towards there.
We'll have them swing back north. Boat is deployed and ready to go. So let's see. I'm gonna have submarine surface.
Send in Goat Team 6.
There she is.
Now.
Alright, SDV. Just gonna crew it with a CSAT signature. It doesn't really matter. Alright, sim. Enable simulation, no. We can set it to that. Put them in there. Attach. Sim. Hopefully this doesn't fly off into space. Good. So that's our primary exit vector. Wow, they got him marked. Yep, so drone operator has him locked down. That's good, but now they need an air asset or something to get him close. But there's a fucking AA position right here. So they are in no position to charge in right now. It's like my tank blew up. I think the tank's charging into the AO to try to grab him. Nope. I think he's going to the safe house instead. Oh! No, that would have been perfect. See, if AAF and NATO were both on 50 right now and they were communicating, they could tell this tank to charge to his position right fucking now, and it would be over. Because he would surrender when the fucking tank pulls up to him. I'd have him surrender. I'd have him stop, literally put his hands on his head. He's done. So there's There's NATO calling for AAF because they need that coordination right fucking now. Because Strabo doesn't realize he's being hunted by a drone. This tank probably is going to be recorded in time. I think one of these guys are gonna... Yeah. Gonna hit it with a heat rocket. As they've pushed up to a garrison by themselves. They're AT, I'm gonna pull that back. But where... Seriously, that tank would solve this. So Strabo, he thinks he's got a little bit of breathing room left. I'm going to AI ungarrison this group of infantry, send them up. See, that's why I love the dynamic of this campaign. If you don't communicate, you're gonna fail the fucking objective.
Open.
So they had him. They had him. Now they have his new position. I'm gonna RC this guy real quick. That is a helicopter. Alright, we're not doing the boat extraction now. Alright. It's gonna activate these two teams. Okay, a lot of things that need to be processed. Send those two guys in. Yeah, they are bailing on the boat option here. Submarine's gonna peel off. They're going for him right now.
Hey, NATO.
Go for NATO.
One of those trucks is
Do you
moving
have
in my kill
forces
zone.
South of the 3x mortar marker? Because I'm getting something called it.
NATO forces are currently south of the swamp.
But not near the coastline
NATO
south
forces
of the
are
3x mortar
nowhere
marker.
north or east.
Alright,
of
I
the
need
swamp.
technical
Understood.
to come up and assist. This guy is also going to be called back. Submarine is going to be on the move now. Let him go to full alert. But yeah, no, they're going for it. Everything in this AO is going to practically pull around. All right. Where's that LMG? Because now Now this is where the real fun's gonna begin. Yeah, NATO's not gonna be, or CTRG is not really gonna be happy about that. The whole timing of this is actually brilliant.
AF to NATO. Our air asset is back to the air now. Be advised.
Whew, okay. 1-2 double tap that thing. Did they? Oh, okay. Later. There's an option that lets you release and lead, so he joined your squad, but they just left him there. Okay. Amazing.
NATO to AF.
Send traffic.
NATO's currently secured the entity, but we're in heavy contact and immediately need assistance.
Mark, pause, you need assistance at?
Position marked, south of swamp, green, help.
Understood, I will get my people mobilizing now.
Wow. That was actually incredible. You know, there's a lot of ways this end op could have gone, but this is definitely the most lore accurate, I would say. He knows you're there, he's staring at you. Because he keeps setting himself to defend only.
AAF to NATO.
So yeah, CTRG are going to pull back. Everyone is going to scatter at this point. So all these guys, I'm just going to start pulling people in by the batches out of the AO.
AAF to NATO.
Yeah, I think I just murdered NATO and JTAC for NATO. Alright, stand down order is being called. Get in the house. Actually, your position... Would they know their position's burned? I don't think so.
AF to NATO.
FIA is gonna live to fight another day. Hello! Goodbye! Thank you, come again. Get the fuck out of my house.
Any NATO call signs on this net, be advised you have heavy contact coming through the south towards your position. We're moving along the coastline now to render assistance.
Are we really gonna play this? The one car going through? Okay. Okay. We're gonna... I'm not surprised. I shouldn't even be mad about that. One car coming out of the AO. I did everything the way I'm supposed to, but let's go get that QRF.
Ground and NATO, are you on this net?
And then he's gonna need to be extracted on foot.
Hi.
I'll handle this one personally. High's unavailable, because we have a fucking helicopter. Ah, whatever. This is High's on traffic.
This is AF. What condition do you want Stravos in?
So when you go up to him, he's obviously gonna surrender, so you should probably detain him. There'll be a scroll wheel option.
Alright, cool. I didn't know if he was just wanted dead or alive. Cool, thank you.
Yeah, these guys I can pull out of the AO. Just gonna keep him moving. I got all these infantry coming in to try to hold his last pause. Reload. Shit.
This is AF. There we go.
Oh, good night. Thank you, MG Gunner. Good night. Ah, the twin team. I love it. See, and the other rocket flew over, so even if I did an RC, I would have gotten it.
This is AF to NATO.
Alright. After I get him there, I'm gonna prone him, let this all blow over. get the lock. Yeah. What the players? Maybe they'll run into the AA guys. That would be even funnier. Regardless of everything else pulling out of this AO at this time. They are towing a car. I love it. So that area has been completely bypassed. He's gonna be radioed saying another chopper's on the way. No, it's not. She was just shot down. I mean, it's been a pretty nice goose chase, I'm not gonna lie. It just, everything folded in, just didn't fold in quick enough. So I got all these now coming in. Yeah, no, I know. For the car, that's why I'm saying, like, I want to be mad that they were chasing that car, but at the same time I can't, because anyone else in that other instance would do the same thing, so... You know, it's no surprise. So I'm just gonna pick, like, just a random patch of elephant grass away from that section. He's just gonna prone it and go from there. Because I think he can tell by now, based off of how a helicopter was chasing him out, that he's being tracked somehow, so he's gonna try to lower his signature. His last position's gonna have a lot of his followers around. But after I prone him, I'm going to, gonna start trying to pull out all my stuff again. I think Barracuda is also glitched, so I'm just gonna give him a kick. I don't know why. Like, sometimes they get stickied, sometimes it works fine. Okay, we hear that chopper, so... That's where he's gonna be kept. That's where I'm gonna keep him. Tja! So they're dropping off that hunter. AA forces, I'm gonna have walk in. But everyone else on station... We're just gonna have units start pulling out, essentially. Are going to get out of this AO. Let's see. I'll have those guys go up to the storage facility. This car I'll have go to Rody Poly, find a garage.
This is AAF to NATO.
Back in the AO question, you currently
Okay.
after staff force on your location?
Yes, we believe we last saw him here. We've got the AAF ground command is being fired upon by enemy AT. We saw your landing to our north. If you can send us reinforcements, that'd be wonderful.
For second chop up here, currently looking for staff force.
TP to Calum, DC, I can fix that.
We believe he's in this area.
Copy, you see nothing from up here right now?
Understood. I've got eyes on what contacts to your guys' southwest armored, what looks like an Ifrit.
Okay. Need to teleport him when they stop. Yeah, everything else I'm pretty much getting out of this AO at this time, because, you know, why stay and fight? It's not worthwhile.
AAF to NATO.
That's AF.
So you mark that as AA.
Northwest of you if you wanna need some support.
We do need support. Can you have your air asset look for the...
What's your air kill count so far? 1, 2, 3...
Yeah, you have a direction?
4, I believe.
Unknown.
Oh, 5. So Caleb's still driving. Looks like... What? Oh, he's set to defend only. Yeah, he was a pretty smart AI, wasn't he? Fuck.
He got a stroke, man.
Yeah, I guess he had a fucking stroke. I don't know. That was just wow.
What just happened?
I wasn't even remote controlling that one. I just watched that happen. Like, what the fuck? He had a fucking stroke. Oh, man. Alright, so what's his name again? Farkley. Alright, so when I see them stop and start dismounting, I'll bring Farkley in. But they're gonna start combing this area. Looking for him. I'm gonna have these guys try to hunker down. I've been able to get some of these guys hidden before. Just trying to get rid of the area, waypointing essentially. Just throwing these guys in elephant grass. Still driving.
NATO to AF.
They gonna pick a dismount point? There we go. Player...
NATO to AF.
He's in visual range. Go for it. He would have seen him jump out if he's hiding in that bush. Oh, it's a race! Oh! Oh! All right. Getting the fuck out of here.
AAF to NATO.
Go for NATO.
Be advised, we've cleared a structure complex to your south.
Oh, I thought I was gonna hit the guardrail.
There's a burned out vehicle we believe he was in. We're going to keep moving south and look for him.
Copy. NATO will be moving north. We're gonna clear up the town to north. You might have taken cover there.
Waiting to hear this get called in. Thug life. Oh, that was excellent. Alright, these guys I'm going to go ahead and delete. Like, everything out of the AO that's hidden, quote-unquote, I'm just going to literally delete. One of them just found intel on the backup man pads. That is old at this point. Alright, rear guard force. I'm going to have them start converging down here.
This is AAF to NATO.
Go.
I mean, look at all the guys that survived just by throwing them in.
Vic has been stolen possibly by enemy. It was heading last seen heading northwest over a hill. Devincer, what type of vehicle were we in?
A Strider.
You were in a Strider.
Correct. So be advised, if you see an AAF Strider fleeing the AO, that is possibly
I just wanted to jump scare Russ. Just let him know I had a guy right there and you didn't even notice. If I had AT in here, oh, ooh.
Whoa! Data, watch fire on a red techie, possibly friendly.
The PvP begins. Probably should have called that in, saying, hey, we're taking an enemy vehicle. Oh, I'm gonna have to blind fire. Oof. Shh, and no one was none the wiser.
Hey, NATO, I'm pretty sure you know, but you just killed AF Ground Command because I don't think he told you.
NATO is aware it is AF Ground Command's own problem.
These guys are heading south.
I recommend you calling out if you take
yep, take enemy vehicle. You do need to call that in, otherwise...
Well, we did. T-Far's been eating my messages. It might have just happened with that.
Okay, I did not hear anything about that.
Okay, so T-Far ate my message, so not your fault. I'll look at my T-Far.
I'm just gonna have a random cell here for them to do something. But yeah, I mean, I hit them. They're right here.
I might have not heard it, but we'll have to get up and we'll talk about it later.
Yep.
Totally fucking with him, just so I could snipe one of the two lead roles there. It's like they're towing in another car. Ah, he's out of ammo. And he dropped it off, okay. Try to rush some more AT up there. But I got all these guys laying low. And I have them fighting a random cell of resistance down there. Excellent.
NATO, is your air okay?
Okay. Those guys are out of the AO. They went into the mine. These guys have gotten out. I can delete them. Got one guy in the town of Peros. He's out. Alright, I'm going to pretend that Fudgehead McGee is with them, so I'm just going to delete him off. Oh, man. Dude, it's time to guerrilla. And they were none the wiser. Oh, he's out of ammo too! No! Oh, that's funny. He's just staring at him. Did I get him? Nope, but the grenade did. Alrighty. Yeah, we're out of AT. We're not gonna challenge that that Vic. And the trail goes cold. Here, I'm gonna make this evil. Just watch behind us, okay? Oh, I love it. Yeah, when Arma 3 disappears from the workshop for a little bit, that's always fun. I mean, yeah, this help's gonna end early, so I'll be able to go with Iceberg and test some of the Halloween stuff, which we're not streaming till tomorrow. Because that's some pretty awesome stuff there. These guys, I'm gonna have, like, fuck off in the woods or something. Hear that chopper and fuck right off. I'll put them in here. Because now it's way too hot and Stravo's going, look, I think I'm okay. There's still a lot of activity. At this rate, now is the time to bail out of the AO. AAFR still scanning those buildings, but we're like way south of the AO. This is more towards, like, you know, friendly territory and shit. I hope it's still right there. Let's say he full went out. Do you not have fuel? No, you're just retarded. Okay.
AAF to NATO.
Go for NATO.
Be advised, we believe Stravos has fled south
Send
in
in
an
goat
AAF
team
Strider.
6 now.
How are
Copy
they doing?
that.
Wish I could play but have a fundraising dinner to go
Yeah,
to in
able
about
to,
an hour and a half.
Get
Just put
air
these
up
guys
and
out
lock down the
before-
fort so you can't get out with a boat.
Yeah, I can get my air on that now.
Bad Wolf,
I'm
how you
going to
doing,
need a
man?
medic,
Thanks for the
though.
18-month
I can drop you a
resub.
marker.
I mean, it's been
NATO's
close.
currently
It's
nothing
been a
to check.
close win. This was
that's
like the
okay.
golden
Yeah,
scenario of
when
what
your
I
match
wanted to
got you
happen. I was
got
just
up and
really
it didn't
scared
go
about
back
because I don't have
to
Stravo
back,
set to
so.
invincible either. So he could have been shot and killed, and I just have to claim, oh, he was a body double.
Yeah,
But
I'll get my air. Can you get your air on that as well?
I don't want to have to do that. But they're making this work. So I'm assuming when I stash these guys into here, they'd be looking through the elephant grass. But I don't have the guys too close anymore, so I don't think I'd be able to. Yeah, there's just no. I don't have any viewership based off that defilade. Do you have AT? You have AA? And you're set to defend only. Alright, just chill right there. But, Bad Wolf, send me pictures of that fundraising dinner, man. Let me see what you get. That's some good food, man. So I'm gonna start spawning, I guess, friendly forces? No, why did it fucking glitch double tap? Okay. AI garrison 100. APCs, we'll put a Gorgon right there. You know, just quick garrison. Yay! Throw that all down. And then that's a NATO position, so we'll throw down an 8-man NATO team. Cool.
AF to high.
This is high, send traffic.
Is the airfield north of Solanco hostile or friendly?
It's friendly. It has a green 4 marker on it, so I would hope it's friendly.
I would hope it's friendly too, but I was just checking. Okay, NATO, be advised, I've got my air heading to block off Muzzy Bay in that area, and my squad's heading that direction to check the port.
Copy. I think it's good enough.
Strabo doesn't really have any intention of leaving the island, though.
All boats that are in that area.
Yeah, but they can search the ports, and if he's hiding there, we can find him.
Now, I could make a PvP element.
That's what we will be doing. I will be off net for roughly 3 or 4 minutes.
I think it's too late. I'd claim, like, U.S. citizens on a boat fishing trip. But, nah. Let's not complicate it. These guys might mount up. They'll never have found that Strider put in a garage. And yeah, I've got all these random Vics around. But I'm gonna let the trail go cold. Because again, this is a prequel, and Stravo doesn't leave Altus, so... Stavro, I always butcher his name. Yeah, exactly. I don't think we're gonna do PvP, Mox. It just... I had a plan for PvP at the end, and CSAT would get involved and all this crazy shit, but that all fell apart because I couldn't find a logical reason for them to get and hit the submarine. Since we're ops pretty much effed anyway. Yeah, exactly, Mox, but you didn't.
Oh, this is AAF ground. I'm back on that.
NATO copies.
Yeah, so because of all the air traffic, he's not moving anymore. Because if they knew he was there, they would have found him. But they know he knows he's being followed at this point because he's all the way down here, and all that air activity around him. Yep, so they all left, so that Vic's still there too. That's great. They're still chilling around this position even though there's guys like right next door. So close, you know? Press Control W. What does Control W do? Coming from Mox, I'm too scared to try it.
Yeah.
So I'll be on the ground and a sniper will pop at 6:30. And then we'll be doing some Warcraft tonight at 9:30.
At this moment, I've got my guys checking the ports, and my aircraft does not report seeing that Strider. At this point, I am unsure where he was. We saw him fleeing south. No.
Copy.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be able to hear that. So this is a tactic I tried last week where we had some dudes and I literally hid them in the bushes and we were actually able to get away with a few of them just hidden right there. So Stavro learning that tactic from his guys, seeing how easily the forces would move on. This is how he develops his guerrilla warfare psyche. It's a perfect prequel, everybody. It's perfect. Honestly, though, I could have hidden him in any of these and he would have been fine because they're not even checking. But I assume they've had, like, drones scan that for thermal activity and stuff. They still think he's going to be on the run and go for the submarine, but what Air should also be doing is actually looking for the sub, but the sub's gone dark. Control W is basically diet alt 4. Fuck's sake. Diet alt F4. Why would you make a second hotkey in the game to alt F4 everything? Fuck me. Ground, this is high. Do you copy? Both grounds, this is high. Do you copy? Either ground command, this is high. Do you copy on 5-0?
NATO here.
NATO, what is your sit rep? Over.
NATO here, we lost all track of Stavros. AF just told me that they do not actually know that if there was the HVT and the Strider that went to the south, so we have no clue.
Yeah, So, NATO, do you have air assets at this time?
Yes, I think one.
Can you have them... I'm going to have my air asset cover the coast all the way up back towards Cape Thetos. Can you have your air asset clear the other side of the coast?
Copy. Question. How do you get the idea that the HVT stole your Strider if you didn't see him when he had a perfectly serviceable vehicle?
Look, I got out, told my driver to stay in, the driver got out, and we cleared a building, and then I turned around and the Strider was gone, okay? I didn't hear the engine start or anything.
Okay, so you have no idea if the HVT was in it.
I was told he was in it.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna keep operating under the assumption because otherwise we're not gonna find shit anyway.
Both grounds is high. I think it's safe to say the trails run cold. Break. If you want, we can index, because at this rate, I don't think you're going to find him.
Alright, so NATO, what do you think our plan should be? What should we do?
We were just told the trail run cold. I mean, we can turn around and say hello to the remaining enemies.
Here, I have an idea to... Let's do it. Let's have a civvy boat. let's see, car, boats. And it has chat in it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Both grounds is high. I'll give you guys 5 mics to find anything that gets you back on trail. Over.
That copies.
Otherwise, we are going to go ahead and index.
Copy.
See, maybe I can get away with a little bit more out of this end campaign. Say, you know, AAF or NATO shoots a civilian boat, and then I'll claim that had a U.S. citizen on it. So we'll go with that, too. Maybe. So the next thing after this op will be at 6:30. Iceberg and I have to do some testing for tomorrow's Halloween mission at noon. Which, by the way, guys, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna get spooky.
All right, NATO.
And there will be skeletons.
Pull back north and clear. Or what do you think we should do?
Waiting to hear them communicate.
Ground to NATO, or AF to NATO.
Go for NATO.
I'm gonna have my guys start pulling up the eastern side of the coast, clearing all that back towards the top of the AO. See if he's like fled north or something.
Oh, if he was actually in that Strider and bailed, which I wish it was, because that would have been great. He'd be in Chalka, and he would have just gotten that cargo van and fucked off. Which maybe then a drone would have caught him, and they'd be chasing him back again. But even then, that Strider nab was absolutely perfect. Here, so I'm going to teleport over here.
I'm assuming we're folding in with NATO Ground Command.
Pretty much.
Here we go. Take the bait. Take the bait, AAF.
AF to high.
This is high. Send traffic.
Do we know if the target's still in the general AO vicinity, or is he gone?
I have no idea. I mean, if he's trying to get away from the AO, he probably wants to put as much distance between him and the AO as possible.
So, he could be anywhere on the island, you're saying?
Pretty much.
Would he have tried to go into any of the CSAT stuff?
Well, he probably wouldn't try to go in a garrison military base, but, you know, there's plenty of houses, trees, elephant grass, bushes that he could have stashed himself in.
Understood, High.
Alright, grounds. If the trail has indeed run cold, we'll go ahead and index. I do need to do some testing for tomorrow's Halloween op, so... Last call. Anything?
Absolutely diddly squat, except for out at 5-2, I saw something black pop up and then disappear.
Black?
Yeah, well, dark.
Next area, we have
5-2. RHIB.
Range.
No idea. Far out. 4 or 5 clicks out.
AT it. I want... Yes! Yes! Create the international incident! I believe in you!
Wait a second, that wasn't you.
No, it wasn't. Who all's in range?
Do it.
Charlie, radio check.
Create the international incident.
We found a boat far out. We heard somebody on this net say sink it or destroy it.
In a case like this, I gotta agree.
Here we go. I want to see Barracuda turn around.
This is AAF to NATO.
See, it would be funny if it was actually because he's right next to the submarine.
Out of the port of Trachia, we have spotted rib boats. We are going to investigate now.
Copy.
Say again?
Continues for this poor civilian just trolling. These 4 absolute chads, literally. They're just fishing. Hilo is turning. I mean, I'm just gonna have them keep going around the island, so maybe they'll... Maybe. Come on. No, he's too close to the coast. Other one's coming around, though, but that's a transport. If only. So they're finally going back and double checking. Did he? I'm gonna teleport back and try to have a listen if they're gonna fire.
Rain, it's almost 7K out.
Yep, they're totally tracking it.
There are assets that are nearby to go take it on.
Are you looking right? Do you not have AA? We do have AA. What? Are you looking at the drone?
I can see him too.
Oh, he's set to aggro. He would have engaged it.
No, I can. I thought I could.
Do it. Make the international incident. It's only going further away. Yeah, so they marked random thermal sigs.
AAF to high.
Other side. Yep.
Send traffic.
He wouldn't be... He's not marked on C-Tab, right?
I'd hope not.
Well, theoretically, because I see somebody in 208-101 grid ref that isn't any of my dudes or NATO.
208-101?
Yeah, Alpha 26.
Go check it out.
I already have people doing it. I didn't want to spoil the fun if she wasn't supposed to be on C-Tab.
Okay. It's the fucking trap. I'm sorry.
Question, I'm going to check out the US.
Oh! He's going quick! He's making a run for it! There goes Trevo! He's going right to Rich! Oh, he just ran right past Rich, right past Melnice, right past Back in Black and Raptor. He's home free! He's going for it! Stravo's gonna be able to... Except that's not a... It's a drone. That's not Stravo.
NATO, this is AAF.
Thank you for NATO.
Target is possibly moving along MSR at this time to your north. Alpha 1-4. Your entire group is to your north along the MSR, I believe.
He's going super fast! He's running at least like 30, 40. I think this is Olsen Bolt, actually. Olsen Bolt is Stavro now. He's going for it. He going quick. Oh my god. He's right in Chalkia now.
Be advised, target is possibly entering Chalkia now. I've got my air units on them.
Native carpet, currently coming in from north of town. He comes over the main road, we can say hello.
He's already past the town. Oh my god.
NATO ground command. He is on the hill marked cargo van, I believe, coming down it right now. He will be to your south.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so bad.
Yeah, he's almost on top of you.
This is too good. It looks like Sniper will push his op back to 740, so we're gonna have a lot of test time for me, Iceberg and myself. Awesome. This is absolutely brilliant. Like, for the love of Christ, please. This needs to stop.
Yeah, NATO, we're on the cargo van. Marker, it's parked here. I don't see anything else here.
It's like, I give them a red herring, but instead they want the...
NATO ground command, this is AAF.
Go.
Please.
Grid rep 192, blue and orange vehicle, believed to be Strava.
Wait,
195, 192?
192?
129.
Oh, fuck me, like...
Ground command, this is Charlie for AAF. Are you sure that's not a drone? Are you sure that what you were chasing was not a drone?
If you're chasing after UAV, I'm fucking gonna shoot you.
I'm gonna get... This is high, I'm gonna index. I'm just gonna index.
NATO to high. Can we actually like execute him or something, please?
Actually, I just play on. I'm gonna index, and Sniper Wolf's op got pushed back, so we have more time. So you guys keep going until you think the trails run cold. I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. Oh my god. Why would Stravo have a C-tab? Why would he have a C-tab device? I just... It's going again! I want to see if someone in NATO is intentionally fucking... Where's Iopus? Did he leave? It's like moths to a fucking lamp! They're still going for it! They're still going for it! Iopus, you there?
Hey, up to NATO.
Are you controlling the drones right now? You know what you're doing, right? This is fucking hilarious.
The blue things with the triangle, or the bird thingy, those are our drones, yes.
Oh god.
Understood, okay. If he's not there, the only other clue I have is he might be in a boat. So if you have any air assets...
I think he figured it out.
...out into the water to the northeast, that was where we last saw a boat.
I can't...
Anyway,
they totally forgot about the fucking boat, like...
Indian having a barbecue, if not, well, that's it.
Understood.
Don't think he is here, but maybe find some guy with a rifle that we can shoot so we actually do something.
Oh my god. That was absolutely beautiful.
Okay, Jason, don't kill this one.
He's not... I'm not even trying! Like, I try to be cheeky with the boat, but... Like... I don't think they're following it, they're following... They followed it up to Dordia. Now they're clearing Dordia.
We've lost the game.
I'm gonna index it in 10 minutes regardless of what happened. That boat's like super fucked up. Armed boat? It's beautiful.
What are we doing? What are we even doing?
Here, you still have an AA missile, right? Yeah. Let's go kill, Big Boy.
Oh, this is AAF to NATO. Any luck?
Pew.
And NATO to AF.
Send traffic.
I think you're down one hummingbird. Little bird.
Understood. So, we never got a chance to fully clear the swamp, so I'm gonna have my guys start moving.
Copy. Well, NATO's gonna inspect the remains of your helicopter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my JTAC who went boom boom.
I'm gonna Dukes of Hazzard that. I'm just gonna go crazy. I like... So they're shooting that stuff up there. Oh no, are they gonna go down and defilate and not see it? Oh my fuck! I'm sorry, that's loud. That's loud. Just...
FBI, open up. Hey guys, I found a vehicle. It's an AF thing. Oh, wait, that's not here. Hey guys, I found stuff. What's your position? Hey guys, I'm gonna shoot out the tires really quick 'cause it's leaking.
Do it. Give me a reason to scramble to the driver's seat.
Do what you say.
What?
The turret's active. Can I get some fucking help, boys? Fucking just north of your position. Fucking east.
I hear you, motherfucker! Woo! Oh, shit!
This is AAF Tornado.
Yeah.
They cleared Dorito, they saw some stuff, it was a false alarm I think. Now they're gonna move to the swamp and clear that, and... If he's not there, he's hiding in a bush somewhere.
I assume you already checked the peninsula to the east with your birds.
Yeah, I've had people up and down that
Yeah,
coastline.
the drone was a false
just making sure.
alarm. This isn't even Stravo, by the way. This is just some random guy that stole the Strider earlier. Again, I wish it was, because this would be perfect.
Do we just, if he's not there, do we just want to call Index, NATO?
Give me a minute.
Okay.
In NATO here, right now we got nothing, I think.
Yeah, we could check the swamp, but I don't think he's
He
there.
did also
I think he
GTA
might
that
be
truck.
Index. I think he got away.
He's probably somewhere in Kavala, getting a ticket off
He's like a
this
fuck.
island or something.
Or we just want to call Index then?
Is no one gonna come up and check this truck?
NATO to AF.
Centra.
Question, how many Striders did you take into the AO?
1.
Well, we just found one.
Where was it?
I'm not sure. You know the cargo van marker?
Yeah? Is that the Strider?
Might be. I'm currently confused.
You're currently confused.
Well, if you could clear that area, because we believe he took our Strider.
We're already all over the area.
I guess, I mean, he'll be,
Fly towards you.
fuck, what's the,
But
maybe we can claim this guy's British, and he's, Miller's right-hand man, which I forget the fucking name of right now. I don't know. This is where he got his field experience. Yeah, so would I. So let's... I said 10 minutes, 7 minutes ago, so I'm going to go ahead and index in a little bit. They don't have... Yeah, I got away with him.
Be advised, NATO, I've got my bird heading your way.
Copy. I don't think we'll find anything. We're already checking all the elephant grass.
Alright, I'm having my guys clear. I think we should just index.
This is high. I'm gonna go ahead and index because it's about 6 o'clock.
Copy.
Okay.
All right, this is gonna be a fun little debrief here. But definitely the most canon ending I could have gotten, suffice to say. Alright, let me start moving people up.
First time flying in an op and it went horribly.
You didn't crash, which is a bonus.
Okay.
Hot mic.
Boom, you got a hot mic going. Can you fix that? Cool. Okay, so, that was probably the most canon ending I could have gotten out of the entire campaign, so... Let me just pause my music there. But, you guys were hot on his tail, and then he slipped out of your grasp. To a few TSB classic mistakes. But, let's go over how that op went. So, NATO attacked, the town that was marked Niffy or something. AAF hit from the north. You guys were like equidistant from where I had him stashed originally, which you marked. And then he ran into the swamp. From there, he then set up to try to get extracted by submarine. That was entirely dependent on if, as I wrote in the reports, if you guys had a bunch of air assets and cap up, he wouldn't try to do the submarine because, you know, he'd be shot out. And literally as he was making his decision after he was moving to another place, which he was marked by a drone, moving to that position, he was going to decide from there what he did. And that's when Iceberg came up, decked the AA position, and his escape boat. So he then ran on foot south, and by then a NATO group came up and tried to apprehend him. First and foremost, there was an AAF tank 500 meters north of him that could have been called in, and that could have apprehended him right then and there. So, you know, a little bit on the comm side of things, you know, between NATO and AAF, because NATO, they started homing in on his position after they found it, but AAF were a bit slow, and they were still to the north. But anyway, NATO got a squad up to him. He surrendered. You guys stared at him, started taking contact, and all of you then turned away from him. When I surrendered him, there's an option where you release and lead. That's how we've been doing things. So... because it's vanilla, we don't have ace to cable tie. But all of you left him there and then just turned around and got behind a defilade to go engage a CTRG squad, which, by the way, I didn't spawn in. It was just there because that was a backup contingency. Everything that was spawned in that AO after you guys got there was spawned outside of the AO and brought in. But you all left him right next to a car or a truck, and he was literally a meter away from the driver's seat. So I just unsurrendered him and grabbed the truck and drove off. From there, he then switched to a hatchback sport, air tracked him down. He then got out, hid in some elephant grass, and called for backup to come in. Backup eventually came, shot the air ass out of the sky, and then from there he displaced about a kilometer southwest. Yeah, a kilometer southwest, and found a good patch of elephant grass to hide in and just hid there. I know a few helicopters flew right over him at times. The marshal drove right next to him from about 50 meters away. But from there, you guys did everything proper, I'd say. You tried to pursue him. There was a mishap where ground for AAF got out of their Strider and a random guy, which, by the way, there was the infantry that were coming to try to bail Strav out. They hid in some elephant grass nearby, and I had them harass you guys throughout the rest of that op. But one of them saw that, you know, they dismounted a Strider within 10 meters of them, so he just ran up, grabbed a Strider, hid it in a garage for most of that op in Chalkia, and then NATO found him, and then he drove off, ditched it, and then ran off, and you guys were pursuing him at the end. But, yeah, it was very close. You guys caught him mid-transit. You did everything right. It's just that one little mishap of you left him by a car and he was just still surrendered because everyone decided to go and take the contact off instead. So, other funny things, the boat that was towards the end, I was trying to make a little international incident of AAF shooting U.S. Civilians just doing a fishing trip. So I saw the missile launcher try to do it a few times, but he couldn't get a lock. To kind of complete the whole prequel campaign to Eastwind to break down AAF NATO relations. So there was that red herring. The other red herring again, the Strider that was stolen. And the third red herring, which was your own fault, Stavro's not going to have a C-tab device because I make all these kits custom. So you guys chased a drone halfway across the AO, or south part of the AO, so I just kind of lost my shit there going, okay, like, cool.
I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed by that one.
I hope as you were controlling that drone, right? And you started driving it around because it just started
There
moving.
is no defense for that, Sav. That was fucking.
The darter.
I asked on radio on 50
Dude, I'm not
who
on
Alpha
50. I was on
26 was and
55.
heard nothing from NATO. So
I
I
only have a
assumed it
short
wasn't friendly.
I asked over 50, are you guys really following a drone? And when you gave me
I
like
never heard
directions
that.
to vehicles, I thought you like saw them with air or something.
Well, okay,
Learn
so
what
what
your
happened
little
was
map
my
symbols mean. Move on. Next.
Okay, but overall it was a good attempt. Like I said, the most canon ending I could have asked for this campaign, because obviously he lives to, continue the resistance and Eastwind happens. So overall, good job. Just, classic issues of comms, but it was pretty good for some parts where you rallied to chase him down. So AAF, go first. Ground command.
Went rather well. T-Fire on my end shit itself a few times, kind of led to me getting shot by NATO, which is not NATO's fault. My T-Fire ate the message we commandeered enemy Vic. Air did good. Squads did good. I have no real complaints. I fucked up with the drone thing. I don't
got
know
another
if it was said
campaign
it was
coming.
a drone. I didn't hear that, so that's on me. I mean, I have no real complaints. You all did good. We didn't get mass cast and lose any squads. I think we only lost the tank. Air bit it like twice, but besides that, yeah, no, did good. Alpha?
Fuck, what's it called?
Alpha did good. We were kind of on a chase around for things that wasn't there actually. So, and checking out intel positions. So we were a little behind with the rest of the force, but we catch up in the end, and was on the goose chase with the rest of the guys. Bravo.
Good communication inside the squad. Yeah. Communication between the squads and ground command could probably be better. And at like the second half of the yard was just boring for the squad, but that's just how it is, I guess.
Charlie?
So, first things first for me is that I am really humbled that my squad was able to be patient with me, because I was being overwhelmed with all the channels going off at once, and I couldn't decipher or try to listen in correctly, because when one net was going off, another one would go off, because I had both the high command channel, which was 50, and then 51.5 for AAF, and I couldn't do anything, so I respect that they were patient with me. But I'd say a lot of the comms problems for Charlie were on my end, and my one of my men had to go full 2IC to help me out. I believe that was Calum, right? But overall, it was pretty good, and the second half, we didn't know really what to do because comms were starting to deteriorate, and it was just becoming to where we didn't know what to do. We got two ports captured, and then we finally got the go-ahead by ground command to go grab a helicopter to destroy the boat, but we didn't get the time to do it. But overall, good.
Yeah, that was kind of on me. I was juggling like 4 nets at once, and TFAR kept eating things, so that's on me. I'll look at my TFAR and figure out what was wrong.
Yeah, overall, it was good. We could have gotten that incident off if you if you waited a couple extra minutes, because we honestly thought that boat was Stavros escaping.
Yeah, I'm really glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, pretty good.
JTAC/air.
We started just JTAC, by the way. We started out good. We had some hold areas, but when it came to a mad goose chase, I'm sorry, but comms fell down pretty quickly. Falcon had some kind of glitch issue, which made his armor like die or something. He didn't came back, so I asked Liru to fly a transport plane to get some rearm in for people that need it. Yeah, but overall, for your first op flying, Barracuda, not too bad.
Oh,
That's
I didn't crash, but I definitely got shot down.
That's 90% of the game. Don't crash as air.
All right, NATO or AAF Fit Crew, do you got anything? Let's hurry this along a bit.
Just one from us. When we call out, if you guys could give positions, moving south is not a position. That could be anywhere on the map. Just a little more clarity would be helpful next time, because we just about engaged
here's just
Alpha,
all about not getting shot down, right?
because there was some FIA guys with some AAF equipment near them at one point, and yeah, that would have been a huge mess. So just call out positions. That's all we got. NATO?
NATO Ground Command?
Yeah, NATO. I mean, yeah. I don't think anyone did any great oopsies besides us getting like overrun by the 5th FIM Mechanized Brigade or something.
There were 3 Gorgons and a tank down in that entire AO.
As I said. Yeah. Got blindsided a bit by that. But other than that, oopsie, I think the usual communications, blah blah blah.
Yeah, sorry we couldn't reach you in time. We were trying to disengage and push through shit by the time we finally got to you.
Like, even if you would have like Speedy Gonzalez your way down there, you would have been fucked anyway. Oh yeah, and yeah, try to like keep an eye on the radio. Squad leads. Sometimes I was calling one of the squads a few times, wouldn't get a response.
All right, NATO JTAC.
Everything was going well. I really filled in the 2 IC role. I didn't hear much from ground command. Not saying you weren't talking, but once everything got into the thick of stuff, I think you were sitting on 50 most of the time. We did pretty good with our drone and determining where the VIP was. Other than that, we lost a good amount of. Since we only had 2 pilots, we didn't have the ability to use any of the dual-person vehicles because we were constantly reinserting dead people and getting more Vics in that were being blown up. So we ended up going through all of the single-person vehicles, the Pawnee, the A-10 replacement, all that kind of stuff. Ice left after Ice left after basically having nothing left to fly. That was mostly on our end, but we did a decent job. I was about half a second away from telling people to basically blow up the guy if he runs away, because having a dead VIP is much better than having one in enemy hands. Like, that's it.
All right, NATO Air. Yeah, we're still gonna go 20, 35
Nice.
Russian stuff.
Slushy.
Got blown up a lot. Flew around a lot. That's all I got.
Slushy.
Nothing to say.
Delta?
I think most of what's been said has already been said. Good from the guys on my end, good from ground at least. Again, back and forth comms needs work, and just one minor suggestion, since usually most of what we do is modded, maybe go over like how you're supposed to interact with the HVI, because most of the time if it says release, we always assume the AI is just going to freak out and run off on us. So yes, big oof on our part.
It said release and lead, as in you lead. I guess I can see what you're saying.
It cut off the and lead. All it had was circle and release.
Fair.
But
Okay.
Echo.
Right. My squad was amazing, but everything went to complete and utter shite.
Welcome to Arma.
I don't know what went wrong, and I'm fairly certain most of it is my fault, but my squad, thank you for being so patient with me. The first part of the op was amazing, but then it just fell apart. We didn't have a full squad for most of it. I know IOPS, you went to drone, as you said you would at the start. So we didn't have an engineer, and then it was just reinsert after reinsert. At the end, we just acquisitioned a technical, and I became a driver for ground command, I think. But thanks for your patience with my stumbling. That's all I've got to say.
Did you mass cast, or was it just like one?
There was a few there was a mass cast at the start with when we went over the swampland, and I believe when we went to that bridge, we got in contact with quite a few ones. Some grenades came from nowhere. We don't know. I don't know where they went.
That's
but,
what
yeah.
I figured out what that was after Liru talked about the guys harassing us in the tall bushes. That's what was happening. We were getting harassed by GL.
Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here because it's going slow and I need to start getting Iceberg on the server so we can test Halloween stuff. So thank you for watching. Go operate operationally. We'll be back in about, I want to say, hour 45 minutes. They'll say 8 o'clock because the op's scheduled for 7:40. And then take care. Have a good one. Go operate operationally and cheers.